Hello everybody, Mike Thompson here. We're studying the life of Jesus. We're now going to John. We finally get back in the book of John. John chapter 7, verse 1. After these things, Jesus walked in Galilee. He would not walk in jewelry, because the Jews sought to kill him. And that's Judea. And the Jews' feast of the tabernacle was at hand. That was a feast of God's goodness as God provided for them as they wandered in the wilderness in the Old Testament. That'd be back in the days when Moses was with them. They had a feast. They called it the Feast of Tabernacles. His brethren therefore said unto him, Depart hence, and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. There is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, show thyself to the world. For neither did his brethren believe in him. Then Jesus said unto them, My time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, and the works thereof are evil. Go ye up unto the feast, this feast. I go not up yet unto the feast, for my time is not yet full come. When he had said these words unto them, he abode still in Galilee. So they're traveling, and the disciples are wanting to go, evidently, up into the Feast of Tabernacles. They want to go up to the feast and celebrate how God had provided for them, their forefathers, in the land of Egypt. And Jesus said, No, I can't go. See, those people hated Christ. And Jesus said there in verse number 7, The world cannot hate you, because, but me it hateth, because I testify of it, and the works therefore are evil. Christ has done a lot of preaching, and a lot of preaching that is not recorded in the Gospels. A lot of things that Christ had said, the proclamation of evil and ungodliness and wickedness. And Jesus is saying simply, I can't go up there because they'd kill me, and it's not my time to die. Now Christ has done told his disciples multitude of times that he is going to be hated and persecuted, and he's going to die. And of course he's going to rise again. And they're wanting to go up there. Hey, if we're going to preach openly, let's go do it. So your brethren, so the rest of the Jews can understand who you are. And Jesus says, I'm not going to do it. It's not the time. Now, a couple of things I think we can take from this is, one, is you need to know what God's doing in your own life. And you need to know God's will in your own life. And you've got to understand, just because other people try to pressure you into do things, even though it may appear to be spiritual, does not mean you should always do it. The most important thing is that you and I would have a relationship with God in such a way that we could say, no, I don't believe that's what God's will is for my life. Just because you need a Sunday school teacher don't mean that I should teach it because I have the ability to teach. Just because you need a song leader or someone to sing don't mean I should sing because I can sing. Just because other people want us to do other things don't mean that's what we should do. We should just do what we feel is God's will in our life. Now, granted, don't use that as a cloak or an excuse not to do something for God. Just the contrary. You should be about the Lord's business in your life. You should be doing what God would want you to do, not doing what man would want you to do. See, if each one of us would just do what God wants us to do, God's will would be on earth as it is in heaven, such as he asks us to pray. So as you go about your day today, I'm going to ask you to do God's will. Say, God, what would you have me to do in my life today? And make that a practice that you ask God that every day. And maybe someone will come to you and confirm what that is. Or maybe others will come to you and try to get you to get away from the will of God. And maybe you need to say, get thee behind me, Satan. God bless you. You have a good day.